Well, hello. Hey, we are out at the weekend here, and looks like a kind of a cool weekend here in West Michigan. Temperatures much of the day today will be stuck only in the 30s. We had a lot of wind here during the day on Friday. Here's a look at some peak wind gusts. Made it all the way up to 51 miles an hour at Muskegon, 49 miles an hour Howland. We had 41 miles an hour at Fremont and Ludington, and then even 40 miles an hour in Grand Rapids. Pretty much everybody had gusts at least up to around 35, and we've had a very windy month here. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here. For the first 3 weeks. I just updated this through the 21st, through Friday. The average temperature for the month here has been 40.2 degrees. Not the best month for ice fishing, but we've had some mild days here. We're running 6.5 degrees warmer than average. That number will get knocked down some because we have a rather cool week coming up this week. Precipitation is total 2.2 inches. That's about 3/4 of an inch above average. Snowfall, 1.2 inches so far in Grand Rapids. I don't see any big snowstorms coming for us, but another one is heading up to the UP, and we'll tell you more about that in just a minute. Average wind for February, 12 miles an hour so far. That's a pretty healthy average wind for a month here in the state of Michigan. And look at that, we've had 50% sunshine. It was a rather cloudy winter from mid-December on, especially through January and February, but sun was out. We've had some nice sunny days here so far this month of March. Well, let's take a look at what's ahead here for us. Colder weather today. Yesterday, it might have felt cool because of the wind, but temperatures did make it up into the low to mid 50s. We'll see temperatures today stuck only in the mid to upper 30s for a good portion of the day. And there could be a snowflake or two around during the early morning, but I think we'll see some sunshine late today for sure. And a little bit of rain or a mix of rain and snow is likely here, beginning at some point Sunday afternoon and lasting into Sunday night. And an overall cooler pattern is expected here during the next week. Average high temperatures are now going to be in the mid to upper 40s for this coming week. We want to take a moment out now to thank our sponsors. Take a listen.
Need a fast, efficient, and affordable cleaning service? Complete Care Concierge has you covered. Serving all of West Michigan, we offer one-time, daily, weekly, and bi-weekly cleans, plus move in, move out. We also service apartment hallways and laundry rooms. Our work is guaranteed, gift cards are available, and we even clean on weekends. There's no better way to say I love you than giving a tired mom a break from dishes and laundry. Are you a busy professional? Pamper yourself by taking vacuuming and dusting off your plate. Office manager? Keep your business looking and feeling its very best. Call 616-264-1397 today for a spotless space and total peace of mind.
When your home needs help, you might not know where to start. Why not ask Ace? We're always here to help with Ace Handyman Services. Our talented craftsmen handle everything from drywall and carpentry to doors and kitchens. We're the neighbors you trust to get the job done right. Let's get started. Book your handyman appointment today. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Here's a look at 72-hour snowfall. And again, look at Upper Michigan and out west as well. In the mountains there, you can see where the heavy snow continues to fall in the Cascades down through Washington, a little bit less in Oregon. And east into Montana, Idaho, some places out there, seeing some pretty hefty snowfall in the mountainous areas. And the areas that are white there are not getting snow, they're getting rain at the lower elevations. I saw that Seattle has had 13 days in a row now where they've actually had some rainfall. So that gets kind of dark and dreary there, but they should see a little bit of sunshine here a little bit later on this week. I want to key on the snow that's falling across Upper Michigan. Once again, yet another storm is aiming toward the UP. The yellow color indicating where there could be 6 inches of new snow, and 3 to 6 in the darker blue color there. And as you can see, that covers a good portion of the UP. There will be some snow in northern lower Michigan. Best bet there would be about 1 to 3 inches, and some of that melting as it falls. And you can see that first light blue color there, that comes down to around Newaygo County. So there may be a dusting of snow on the grassy areas here, either early this morning or more likely as we head into Monday or so. We will be seeing some snow showers here. So not quite spring yet here. We certainly have a little bit of snow to contend with, especially up toward upper Michigan. Well, let's take a look right now at the forecast for today. Only 38. Average high temperature, I think, is 47 for today. Colder day. Could be a snow shower or two in the morning. There'll be a little bit of sunshine working its way with some drier air here during the afternoon. Our humidity has dropped to 45% during the afternoon. So as the clouds tend to clear out a bit, should get kind of bright here. Wind northwest 10 to 20 miles an hour. That'll kick the wind chill down into the 20s. So it's going to be kind of a cool day. Temperatures early morning here in the upper 20s. These are the temperatures that we expect, the high temperatures across the area. And you can see afternoon high temperatures are only in the mid 30s across much of the Grand Rapids area, upper 30s to the south. And look up towards Sault Ste. Marie. There's places up there that are only going to be in the low 20s here today. That's pretty chilly air by March standards, even for the UP. And that cold air is going to hang around here for a while. We warm up a little bit here during the day on Sunday. High temperatures here on Sunday should be back up into the mid 40s, up in the UP around the freezing mark, but still not a lot of snow melt up there. Again, we have increasing clouds during the day on Sunday and a chance for a little bit of rain or rain mixed with snow during the late afternoon and evening. But the morning, I think, should be okay. Monday, back into the cold air here, and you can see once again, temperatures are only around 39 or 40 for highs in the afternoon. As you look up toward the UP, temperatures there only in the mid 30s. So pretty wintry weather to start the week up there in the UP. Well, let's take a look right now at the 5-day forecast. We've got temperatures today in the upper 30s, mid 40s on Sunday, with some rain moving in during the afternoon or evening. A few snow showers. And on the windy side again here during the day on Monday, I think we're dry Tuesday and Wednesday. We should be partly sunny to mostly cloudy Tuesday, and partly to mostly sunny during the day on Wednesday. And once we get past the first part of the week, second part of next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, look to be a little bit warmer here. Long range outlook for the 8 to 14 day period takes us 4 days into the month of April, and it brings our temperatures back up near average. Hot weather, I would expect there'll be some 90-degree temperatures in West Texas. And whenever you have cool air to the north and warm air to the south relative to average, that means there's a greater contrast than average, and that would set the stage for a little bit of a stormy pattern here. And if we go to the 8 to 14 day rainfall map, or precipitation, that's rain and melted snow, you can see that green color over the Great Lakes Northeast and Pacific Northwest. So kind of a cool to average temperature pattern to start April, and probably a little bit above average rainfall for the area too. Well, we got more for you here. This is from Michelle. She's working at the airport again here tonight, but you probably know that Michigan defeated UC San Diego, and that game got close toward the end. Look at that, 3 points. Hopefully the next several games are going to be a little bit wider spread right there. Up next, the Aggies, Texas A&M for Michigan. Michigan State beat Bryant. That's a small school in Rhode Island. And they were pretty close at halftime. I think it was 5 points at halftime. And then they kind of ran away with it in the second half. And they pick up New Mexico next. So we'll wish them the best as they go on there. They should be favored to win that game. And, Wisconsin was added by Michelle here. They defeated Montana pretty handily here, 85-66. I don't know if you can see this, but I have on my Wisconsin jersey here. I wore that all day Friday, and, proudly let people know that was my alma mater. But hopefully the Big Ten will make a run here into the tournament, and we'll get a team or two into the Final Four at least. Next up for Wisconsin is BYU. Grand Rapids women's basketball team continues to advance. The national quarterfinals come up here in a couple of days. Monday, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And they're just having another outstanding season. They have a great team. They are fun to watch. So check them out. In terms of the high school, hey, Rockford moving on. The Rockford Rams have an awesome women's team. And they have Miss Basketball, the best basketball player in the entire state. Anna Wychek, I think is her name. and she's outstanding. And they really crushed their opponent there at Wayne Memorial, 61-32, almost 2-1 margin. They'll play against Bellevue here later today for the state title. So we wish Anna and the rest of the Rams up there in Rockford the very best. Taking a look at some bowling news. Boy, you don't see that too often anymore. When I was a kid, I used to watch bowling on TV. It was on Saturday afternoon. They had people like Buddy Bomar and Andy Verapapa, Dick Weber. I used to bowl with Dick Weber's nephew, Grable Weber, in Wilmette, Illinois. And Grable was in 8th grade, and he had like about a 186 average. So it was interesting. That was back in the time when you could get kids after school could get 3 games of bowling and shoes for $1. I would take my dollar and turn it in, and we could bowl there. But the Granville girls bowling team, state champs, they struck it rich, I guess, in Division I, and we have one individual to salute there on the team as well. We'll see if we can take a look at the next slide here and salute Sophia DeLucia of Granville, who was the individual state runner-up. And that's really an interesting thing to do. Bowling's a game where you really have to practice, and little adjustments can make a big difference here. Best bowling I did is when I was in high school, and I don't think I have bowled now since I bowled with my mother when she was alive down in Tennessee. And my mother got a strike. Can you believe that? I think she was 96 or 97 years old and actually rolled a strike. Pretty cool. All right, next slide here. I want to tell you about a big trip that we're going on here this spring. You've probably noticed over the years that Craig James and me, Bill Steffen, have gone on trips with holiday vacations during the summer. And I've been on 2 trips already. These have been absolutely outstanding. The first year we went to Alaska. I've never been to Alaska before. This was a great trip. Started out in Anchorage, went up to Fairbanks, and then turned around and came back again. They do almost all the work for you. Line up the attractions, take care of everything. There's somebody along with. I'm kind of like the host of the tour. My wife will be coming along with me. And this time we're going to the Canadian Rockies. So 2 years ago we did Alaska. Last year we did Glacier, Yellowstone, and the Grand Tetons, and then down into Utah. My wife had a great time in Glacier because she worked there for a summer in Glacier National Park, and was fishing some of the small trips or small streams there that she recognized going back after, 55 years, I think it was. This is the trip. We start out in Calgary, fly out of Chicago, but we'll fly from Grand Rapids to get to Chicago, then to Banff, Lake Louise, and Jasper. I have not been there in 40 years, so we'll see how much I remember, but that is a beautiful spot. We go through the Canadian Rockies. We'll be traveling part of the trip on train, part by a boat, I think. Don't quote me on that, but we head down into Vancouver and then across to Vancouver Island, where we see the town of Victoria, the city of Victoria, and the Bouchard Gardens there, which are absolutely gorgeous, and then into Seattle, and then finally back home again. Should be a fantastic trip. You can check it out by visiting Holiday Vacations. You will take pictures of dandelions. I think I told you about that last night. Okay, there's this, in Alaska, there's this patch of grass and dandelions. And there's a rabbit there that ate only the dandelions, and then he would move on to the next dandelion, skip the grass. And I went, I need rabbits like that at my house. That would be pretty fantastic. I love the salmon salad they had up in Alaska. So we have any of that out west here, I'll take advantage of that, because there are salmon in Washington and also in southwest Canada there. I have my wonderful Montague Wildcats sweatshirts. I have 3 of them. I have had one since I did a speech there, and that one wore out, and I think I still have that one, but I have a nice new one to replace that right now, so I'll bring that along. And I always have the right jacket for the weather, and that is so important. You'll be up into the high mountains where the wind will be coming off a glacier, and the temperature here may be in the 50s even during the daytime. And then you'll head down into the Fraser Valley going into Vancouver, and the temperature in July could be in the 90s. Again, the dates of the trip here are July 19th through the 28th. It's Holiday Vacations. And something kind of interesting, if those the Rockford Rams, they may be the Rockford Rams. They're cheering on the girls there up in Rockford. Airline fare is included in the trip. It's leisurely, so you can take your time. Check it out at holidayvacations.com. And I think there's a bonus. If you go and just watch the video, you can get $100 off the trip. So that would be fantastic. So I hope some of you will check that out. Go to holidayvacations.com and learn about the trip that we'll all be taking here this summer, July 19th through the 28th, to the Canadian Rockies. All right. Again, watch the video, and that's you can get yourself $100 off the trip by doing that. And the video is great. That picture that you see right there from Holiday Vacations, I think I stood at that spot. I think I'm looking south, if I remember right, from the trip I took 40 years ago. So that's pretty interesting. I remember that. Okay, next, the John Ballpark Zoo is open. Channel 8 did a story on this. I was watching the news, and that's opened up for the season right now. If you haven't been to the zoo in a long time, there's so much new stuff there. They've got the lanterns going this spring again. I think the story that we did, which you can check out at woodtv.com, check out the John Ballpark Zoo story, and you can see some of the new animals that they have this year for you to see. And really kind of neat. It's great to have a zoo that's well supported here. And of course, a shout out to the Binder Park Zoo, which is a fantastic zoo just a touch south of Battle Creek. Well, let's take a look right now at something else here we got for you. American Chocolate Week. We're just wrapping that up today. Best West Michigan chocolate is, it gives you 3 choices. They are all wonderful. I don't think I want to make a choice. The last one I was at was Sweetlands. And this summer we stopped at Kilwin's downtown. I haven't been to Koozies in a couple of years, but I should do that too. They're known as much or even more so for their nuts and for their chocolates. But those are 3 awesome places to get chocolate, and all 3 of them have nuts and some great snacking food for you as well. And if there's anything I'm leaving out, let me know. This day in history, March 22, 1934, was the first day of the Masters Golf Tournament in Augusta, Georgia. That is not the golf tournament. That is in order from left to right. My daughter, Michelle, the 18th pin, Bill Steffen, and my sister, Ann. And we played golf down there, had a great time. I am not a great golfer, okay? I'm an awful golfer, and I'm getting more awful in my old age here. But I have fun out there, and I enjoy being out in the outdoors. We had a good time the day we were out there. The first Masters tournament was held at Augusta National Golf Club. It was won by Horton Smith, and the tournament was 4 days long back then, just like it is here today. And I will never forget the famous shot that Tiger Woods had, that chip, and I forget what hole it was. Is that 16 or 17? It was an amen corner back there where he chipped the thing sideways and it rolled down into the hole. If you've never seen that on YouTube, just go there and query Tiger Woods chip Augusta, and it's worth checking out. It really is. Okay, questions for Bill. Who has won the most Masters tournaments? Well, the first 2 names that come to mind are Tiger Woods, of course, and Jack Nicklaus, who won quite a few. So let me guess it's one of those 2. And Nicklaus comes out on top at 6, Tiger Woods at 5, Arnold Palmer at number 4. By the way, for those of you into the Coast Guard and Coast Guard City Grand Haven, Arnold Palmer was in the Coast Guard for, I believe, a couple of years, and then he came out and became a professional golfer. So there's an actual picture of him in his sailor suit and everything, and really kind of neat. But he was always a supporter of the Coast Guard. Anything else we got here for us next? No, that's the end. Hey, guess what? It's time to promote the YouTube channel a little bit. Check it out if you haven't already. Bill Steffen 616, same as the area code here. And of course, there's more for you at billsteffen.com. I've got a post up there talking about the weather ahead here, the long range outlook, so you can check that out. In the meantime, have yourself an awesome weekend from Michelle and myself. Thanks so much for checking out the video here.